Hi everyone, Bear from Bear Reads Books. This is this is Bear's big birthday book haul. So exciting. Yeah. Yesterday was my birthday and I had a wonderful day. Just back from Japan, back to the cold and windy weather of Australia, but that's okay, it was my birthday, so I didn't really care. And as part of that birthday, I received some wonderful gifts, one of which was a gift card for a bookstore in my local town. And it was part of a combined gift. I'm changing jobs at the moment, so there's a lot of stuff going on, and I had my birthday, I had my overseas trip, I'm changing careers and moving to and doing something completely different starting tomorrow. Ooh, that's scary. So part of the gifts that arrived, there was some gifts from board game shops, there was gifts from bookshops, there was lots of nerdy, geeky things. And there's a podcast microphone, so you might see me on a podcast, or you might hear me on a podcast very soon. But so many things going on. I received a wonderful gift card for a local bookshop. Now, books in Australia are expensive when you purchase them brand new and when you purchase them from one of those big stores. But that's okay. I'm not going to say no to a gift of books. What I was able to pick up is this many books. So this many books, with one more book ordered online that I just can't get locally, which is Duck's Newburyport. A lot of people talking about this on YouTube at the moment. I'm going to give that a crack as well. It should be arriving pretty soon, but I had to order it online. So Duck's Newburyport is on the way, plus all of these things. I'll go through them one at a time for you. So let's start with some Australian ones, because a lot of my listeners won't know any Australian authors, or if they do, they're the most highly regarded ones, or the ones that do sell a lot internationally. So you may not have heard of these. One has just, this one here, Too Much Lip by Melissa Lucashenko, has just won this year's Miles Franklin Award. You've heard me talk about A.S. Patrick in another video with his book, what was that? Atlantic Black, and he was also a Miles Franklin Award winner. So in the last week or so, or the last 2 weeks, this one has been announced as this year's winner of the Miles Franklin. Excellent writer. She's written a couple of books already, check her out. They're freely available online, not free. They are available online at all your best bookstores if you are not in Australia. Too Much Lip by Melissa Lucashenko. I know nothing about the story of this one. In fact, most of these books, I know nothing about the story. I just heard good things and decided to pick them up. Kind of summarises my reading journey in general, to be honest. Too Much Lip, her old problem from way back. And the older she got, the harder it seemed to get to swallow her opinions. The avalanche of bullshit in the world would drown her if she let it. The least she could do was raise her voice in anger. Melissa Lucashenko's Too Much Lip. Second one, also an Australian, Andrew McGahan. This one is called The Rich Man's House. He has written a lot of books, and he has just passed away recently. This one was released posthumously, and there's been a lot of hoo-ha about it. I'm not sure whether it's because he's passed away or because it's just a fantastic book. I can't say that because I've never read any of his other books, but considering the hype, in Australia mostly, you may want to check this one out. It says by the author of The White Earth. He is a previous Miles Franklin winner. You'd be surprised how many people win this thing. It says, in the freezing Antarctic waters south of Tasmania, a mountain was discovered in 1642 by the seafaring explorer Gerrit Jans. Not just any mountain, but one that Jans estimated was an unbelievable height of 25,000 metres. There you go. The Rich Man's House. Should be interesting reading. We'll check that out. This one, Three Women by Lisa Taddeo. I listened to a podcast interview, I think, with Lisa Taddeo. Blew me away. The concept of the book sounded fantastic. It is non-fiction, not not fiction. It is non-fiction and has spanned years of research and interviews with women. And on the back, it's the quotidian minutes of our lives that will go on forever, that will tell us who we were, who our neighbours and our mothers were, when we were too diligent in thinking they were nothing like us. This is the story of 3 women. It sounds really great. She speaks so well when I heard the interview. So keen to give it a go. If you haven't heard of it, it is again available everywhere. 3 Women by Lisa Taddeo. Book Prize. Didn't make the shortlist, I don't think. No, didn't make the shortlist. Night Boat to Tangier by Kevin Barry. I mentioned a few videos ago of some short stories that I picked up from the Irish Times of Kevin Barry. I'll post some links to those in the comments below if you would like to check out Kevin Barry's works if you've never read him before. A small volume. On the back, it's just people saying how great it is. I hate that. It's late one night at the Spanish port of It's late one night at the Spanish port of Algeciras, and 2 fading Irish gangsters are waiting on the boat from Tangier. A lover has been lost, a daughter has gone missing, their world has come asunder. Can it be put together again? I hope so. Kevin Barry, A Night Boat to Tangier. Now, this one I knew nothing about at all, but I've seen it in the bookshops and around the place. I haven't seen any reviews of it. What really got me was the cover. Sometimes I just buy books based on beautiful covers, and The Pillars by Peter... This is going to be a tricky one. The Pillars by Peter Polites. With this top-down view of suburban houses, working on the back. Working as a writer hasn't granted Pano the financial success he once imagined, but lobbying against a mosque being built across the road from his home and the occasional meth-fueled orgy, oh, excited already, helps to pass the time. He's also found himself a gig ghostwriting for a wealthy property developer. In a world full of flashy consumerism and aspiration, can Pano really escape his lot in life? And does he really want to? A novel of dark desires and moral grey areas, The Pillars is an extraordinary new novel from one of Australia's most exciting contemporary voices. Oh, he's Australian, another Australian one. So, sounds intriguing, especially about the meth-fueled orgy and the consumerism that certainly appeals to me. So, enjoy it if you will. Check him out. To do some searching, you'll find Peter Polites available everywhere. And finally, The Nickel Boys by Colson Whitehead. One of my favourite reads of last year. I'm not sure if it was released last year, but one of my favourite reads from last year was The Underground Railway. The Underground was The Underground Railroad. I read it on audiobook. There's a question. Do you read something on audiobook? Or do you listen to something on audio? Is it reading for your ears? There's a discussion. Okay. Anyway, I read Colson Whitehead's Underground Railroad last year. It was one of my standout reads of 2018. And I'm hoping that The Nickel Boys is also something of a standout for 2019. And on the back, that's a beautiful cover. I love these block colours. It's just lovely. Elwood Curtis knows he is as good as anyone. Growing up in 1960s Florida, he has taken the words of Dr. Martin Luther King to heart. He is about to enrol in a local black college, determined to make something of himself, but given the time and the place, one innocent mistake is all it takes to destroy his future. And so, instead of college, Elwood arrives at the Nickel Academy, a segregated reform school claiming to provide an education which will equip its inmates to become honourable and honest men. That sounds great. So, another Colson Whitehead. I can't wait for that. Again, don't expect I'm going to jump into any of these right this second. I've got The Tower of Destiny, and I'll put the image up there again, if you remember, just grew by 6 books. And then with Ducks Newburyport arriving any minute now, which is, you know, this thick, then the Tower of Terror, Tower of Destiny, Tower of Despair has grown considerably since this image was taken. So I better get cracking. That's it. That is my Bear's Big Birthday book haul. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to enjoy these fantastic books, but I need to catch up and get some other books out of the way first before I jump into these. Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. I'll be back very soon with another video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.